Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of the podcast. And I'm here with my co-host,
Fiddly Biscuit.
But we've been plotting to do this shit for so long, and it just hasn't worked out for like forever.
Until
Yeah.
now, that is.
This is the podcast where we talk about mainly things, but sometimes we get bored and talk about other things as well.
It's very complex.
And
You've never seen a podcast like
today we're probably just gonna talk about Nintendo because what else is there to talk about in 2018? Nothing ever happened. The same shit, different days.
Exactly.
I'm gonna try to keep it civil, but I don't know how long that's gonna last because me and Ethan usually get pretty heated about Nintendo. By the way, I'm gonna be calling him Ethan, and he's gonna be calling me Silas throughout the entire thing, probably.
Yeah, those are
So,
legit names.
yeah. So, I'm just gonna start it off. Nintendo is dead.
What you fucking...
Nintendo is dead, and it has been dead ever since the Wii U came out.
I am going to disagree with you on that one, Chief.
This is podcast
Here's
101.
why.
Says something
why.
that someone disagrees with. I disagree with you. Alright.
Yeah. Back during the Wii U era, yeah. Yeah, Nintendo was bad. Trash.
I don't know. Ever since the Wii came out, I don't think Nintendo has been good at all. Like, solely because of third-party support. They just haven't come out with anything good.
The Wii U was a failure for console.
Yeah, so was the Switch.
I'm not gonna disagree with you on that.
Well, yeah, everyone agrees that, but, like, the Switch is, like, a failure. And
The
no
3DS,
one seems to figure,
the 3DS is okay, but they've got to give up on it sometime soon.
well, yeah.
They gotta put 100% of their focus into the Switch. They gotta put all the focus into the Switch.
think
the Switch is a good console.
I don't think it is.
It has
It's because the concept
console.
concept is good, like mobile game, like mobile/home console. But then whenever you put it into execution, it has like 2 good games on it. Nothing is good.
The Switch is a great console. Okay. Now, the games that now, the first party games it does not have a lot of first party games like you said.
No, it has a lot of
look at-
first-party games, just not third-party games.
Doesn't have
First-party
doesn't
games are
have-
good. Like the first-party games in Nintendo are always good, but the only games that are worth a damn on a Nintendo Switch are Zelda and Odyssey.
Hard to disagree there.
Why is that? I don't understand. I don't see why anyone people just keep coming back to Nintendo and keep buying their $300 consoles for like 2 relevant games. It doesn't make any sense to me. Are you gonna rebut it or just say nothing?
Nope. No, I'm just gonna. Okay. Sure, that's your opinion.
That's your opinion. It's a podcast. We need to keep talking, or else we're losing viewers by the second, even though no one's watching to begin with.
Dude, don't worry, dude. I've got a plan.
What's the plan?
Well, we can't spoil the plan.
This thing is dying, Ethan. We're in dire straits here. It's the first episode. We're 4 minutes
We're
in.
in the first episode. We're running out of.
It's because of
topic.
you. You need to keep arguing about Nintendo. Like we've argued about Nintendo so many times, and then the one time that we actually need to argue about it, you don't want to say anything.
Okay, so the games that the Nintendo Switch does have are top tier.
No, 2 of them. There's only 2 games. There's only 2 games for the Switch. The rest of them no one cares about.
No. So Xenoblade is one of the. Yeah. Oh, it's great. No. Yes. Monolith Soft said it fucking outdid its sales expectations.
No, it's awful. The Switch.
It's not.
Okay. every time, like the Switch blatantly lied. They every year they say they're going to bring in third-party support, and when they do, it's like 2 games that no one has ever heard of before. then and then everyone calls it a success because the Nintendo fanboys just get hard over like the two first party games that are for the console that are good.
Now, here's what I have to say to you. Just because you don't like a game doesn't
What
mean
games do you
it's
like
bad.
on the Switch? I'm not saying the games are bad. I'm just saying there's not enough of them. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is what he does every time. Actually, this is not what he does every time. He usually argues, and now he doesn't want to.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. Not enough.
There's not enough games. I don't. It's like, I don't know why people continue to buy like these consoles. It's dead. There's no point.
Now, I mean, the game it does have though, like you can get hundreds upon hundreds of hours out of them though.
Yeah, but like it's not worth it.
Man, look at Breath of the Wild,
It's
Odyssey, Xenoblade. I mean, they just all big games. With so much to do.
Nintendo knew that the console wasn't gonna have any third party games because they made it like I heard that they made it like specifically like it's so hard for third party developers to publish on it because of like this card, I forget what it's called, but it makes it like really difficult for third party support. And they keep promising it. I don't know why. I don't know. And I don't. Why are people so hyped for Smash Bros? You gotta explain this to me, at least. Why are people so hyped for Smash Bros? It's the same game every time, but with that different background and like 2 new characters. Even though Ultimate has a lot of new characters, but you know what I mean.
2 new characters?
I already said
like every Smash game has had like at least 10 newcomers.
No. It's
Yeah,
not. No,
yeah,
it's that's because there's only been like 5 of them. And when they make a new one, it's just different backgrounds, like new characters, and then better graphics. That's like the only difference.
Because the game at its core is fun. It's a fun game.
Not. It used to be
great.
fun, but now it's just not anymore.
It is
It's just
fun
enraging
for me,
because it's impossible to get the final smash. It's impossible to get the fucking what's it called?
Well, you can turn Sal's. You know you can turn that off, and they're
I know, but it's
introducing
not
a new
fun.
change.
It's just a normal.
Cells.
It's just a normal fighting
Here,
game. What?
Let me tell you something that I think you might like.
Hmm.
They're introducing a new mechanic for Final Smashes where you don't have to use the ball. They're best way I can compare it is the ultimate meter in Overwatch.
Oh,
you know?
really? Oh,
Yeah,
that's
over
gonna
time
be,
it builds.
that's fucking dank.
Yeah, over time it builds up.
That's
Yeah.
over time, or like it builds up and you can get more if you hurt people.
I think it builds up and you get more if you hurt
That's
people.
fucking dank. I'm not I'm probably still not gonna buy the game because there's not really a point because the only time I'm really ever gonna play it is during sleepovers and I could just play yours. So
Exactly.
yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, it was revealed during what was it? The Smash Direct back in August.
Is Smash Ultimate like the fucking the most they've ever added to Smash before?
Oh yeah, by far. I mean, Sakurai back to the Smash Direct back in August. He showed like charts like other Smash games fit around 50 stages. This one has like 100 something stages.
So was the last Smash game for Wii U?
Yeah, the Wii U and 3DS one.
Okay, and then so what's the gap between? Like, how many years was it in between?
I think
2014.
the last one.
Okay, so it was 4 years ago. Because
yeah, 4-year gap.
I was watching Scott the Waz, great channel by the way. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, not sponsored for that one. Not sponsored.
But yeah, the fucking it came like in between the first Smash Bros and Melee. That was a 2-year difference, and that was known as the best Smash game ever because they added so much shit to it. And then the reason why everyone hated Brawl is because in between Melee and Brawl, I think that's what it is, right? Melee and Brawl.
Yeah.
It was a 7-year difference, and they barely added anything, so that's why they hated Brawl. But I don't know, I like Brawl. That's the only one I've
Yeah,
ever
my
played,
opinion.
actually, but...
No, you played Wii U.
Oh yeah, I have played Wii U. Wii U was basically the same thing. but with better graphics.
It looked better.
Yeah, I don't know. I like Brawl better because just nostalgia probably. But,
Because of Subspace,
Yeah.
TBH.
but
I really hope the new Smash has a Subspace esque.
the only way I would ever buy a Nintendo console again probably is if SMG3 comes out, Super Mario Galaxy, because you already know. Like Nintendo, I feel like they just live off of nostalgia at this point. They don't know how to innovate. Nintendo. That's what it seems like. Because, like, for example, Pokemon. The only innovations they made is that they got rid of gyms and they put in, what was it called? I forget.
Trials, and it was the worst Pokemon game to date, in my opinion.
Yeah, Nintendo doesn't know how to innovate. They just make it worse, and that's why I think they just live off nostalgia. While the other consoles just kick Nintendo's ass. You have nothing to ever add on to anything.
I just don't have anything to add on.
You always have something to add on whenever it's the camera's not on.
This is usually over text, so
Yeah, but like, whatever. I wasn't sure if we were gonna need to go on to like different topics besides Nintendo because he thought that we were gonna have a shit ton to talk about with Nintendo, but since he's not fucking rebutting anything,
I don't know what else to go off.
I'm just move on to other topics probably. So, I want to move on to Infinity War.
Let's talk about how. Let's just talk about. Fuck. Let me go to Twitter. Let's see. Let's see what we talking
Get
about.
out of here. This is a podcast.
Okay, a newly discovered dinosaur is thought to be Earth's largest land animal. Dude, the fucking new dinosaur. What do you think of that?
It's just cool. They discovered a new dinosaur.
It's sick, dude.
Anyways. You know what a lot of people haven't discovered though that's amazing?
Yeah, what?
Blue Apron. If you use coupon code DickNigga, you will get 20% off your first purchase.
Your
of Blue
first
Apron.
3 meals.
Your first 3 meals of Blue Apron. We're getting paid $20 for Blue Apron. $20.
And honestly, I use Blue Apron every week.
It helps you cook good, as you know. Fortnite, man. So.
Good. I mean, dude, they deliver the ingredients right to your doorstep. You don't need to go out. You don't need to do anything. It's just right there. Right there. It's right there.
Anyway,
easy to access.
We're done with the Blue Apron for now.
Blue Apron.
Disclaimer. We are not sponsored by Blue Apron whatsoever. If it wasn't obvious
all for the
enough.
memes. It's all for the memes.
Yeah. Blue Apron's off. Even though I've never tried it. But I'm just saying it's awful just so you know it's not a sponsor. Anyway.
Okay. Yo, it's... Okay. Yo.
Yo, what?
Happy Spooktober. Let me just say
that. Yeah, Blocktober.
Best month of the year. It's best month of the year.
By far, dude. I love Halloween. Even though nothing, like, I don't really give a shit. I don't trick or treat or do any of that bullshit because I'm not 2 years old. I play Fortnite.
I just love the atmosphere.
But, it's so much fun. I just love it. Even though I don't do anything. Like just playing Junkenstein's Revenge on Overwatch and just chilling back, watching all the people walk down the street. It's just so much fun. I don't know why.
Yeah. Speaking of Overwatch, Junkenstein's Revenge event has been confirmed to begin on October 9th.
Care?
That's next Tuesday.
Why do people care? Like everyone, who cares what the exact release date is? Like, it's just gonna come out like a few days in between whenever the last one came out. Who cares?
Yeah, everyone knows. But let's talk about skins, Silas. Who do you want to get a skin?
I would say Bastion, but he's gotten pretty good with skins in the past. I don't even know how long, but he's had pretty good skins. So
yeah,
I don't know who hasn't gotten skins.
I mean, he has a Halloween skin already. But it's an epic skin. It's 2 skins more.
Honestly, like Overwatch would be so much better if they just reverted everything back to when the game first came out. That'd be so fucking dang.
No,
They should make an event where everything gets reverted to normal Overwatch, like the beginning.
I've been saying since the first anniversary that should be like the anniversary's game.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Yeah.
Like that's what I think it should be. But yeah, honestly, I think they should just remove Brigitte. The game was so much better without her.
Everyone always says remove Brigitte. I don't know why. They act like the community doesn't know what they're talking about, and it's fucking ridiculous. How did they think that Brigitte is good? Was a good decision? Who in their right mind thought that was a good decision?
So a support hero. But why not?
You know,
Let's give him a stun.
Okay, Jeff.
Let's give him a stun.
Okay, listen to this. Okay, we're gonna make a healer that's a tank and a DPS all in one. And does more DPS than most of the fucking DPS that's already in the game and can heal.
Can I have a stun on a 5-second cooldown?
Yeah. And we're gonna make that.
What about
we're gonna make the game as non-fun as humanly possible by making you get stunned every 2 seconds.
What about a shield with 600 HP?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
And the stun is linked to the shield.
Yeah. I think that just make the game so much better for everyone involved. Everyone would just find that so much fun. No one would find it toxic at all. Here's how we're not gonna make people hate her.
Now here's how we're not gonna make people hate her. Let's make her really jackable.
She's not though. Her breasts and her ass are covered by shit. Covered by armor.
But the speculation, what would happen when you took that off?
They would just be like pointy tits.
Like Wanda from fucking Fairly Odd Parents.
Like she's Roblox from the neck down.
Yo, let's talk about the internet's newest craze. That's right, I'm talking about Bowsette.
I don't have a lot of experience with this game because I didn't have my phone for a while, so I never even got to see any of the memes that came out of it. But I went on Pornhub right before this podcast started. I beat my dick, and the first thing I saw on the top of the suggested bar is Bowsette hentai.
Yeah, the internet has fallen in love with this craze.
Dude, it's so weird. I don't get it, but I don't know. I don't think it's funny actually. Did one of Nintendo's official sites actually tweet about it or anything like that?
No.
So they haven't acknowledged it whatsoever.
Mm-mm.
So they're not like Xfinity who create the meme steams. Try to fucking cash out on anything that's related to pop culture.
No.
Wow.
But
surprised. Well, Nintendo isn't really like a dickish company like that, like Xfinity, who just wants to cash out on everything.
But they just I don't know. At first I was like, what the hell is this shit? And then I was like, this is pretty nice.
During editing, I'm gonna fucking I'm just gonna put sponsor Blue Apron while we're talking. It's just like whenever we talk about it, it's like anytime you mention Blue Apron, I'm just gonna put it there.
But yeah, they're just putting the smoking frown on everything they can. Fucking boo, the boos, those things. Put it on the fucking head. You got Boo-Ed.
Boo-Ed. That'd be fucking amazing.
Oh no! What do you mean that would be?
It is.
There's art. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen Boo-Ed art, but it's a thing.
Is it actually?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
If you go on the subreddit called r/Bowsette, you instantly you see it.
I don't like that meme. I don't think it's... What is your favorite meme that's come out in the past... ever since you've known about memes? Like, what is your favorite meme of all time?
Oh, my favorite one.
It's hard because I don't know.
There's been so many
The
good.
recent ones are more funny to me because they're so ironic.
Like lamp.
Yeah, the lamp one is fucking hilarious.
I liked my We Are Number One. Probably maybe because of nostalgia. Because I used to watch
I
Lazy
never
Town
watched
all the
Lazy
time.
Town, so
I used to watch it all the time when I was younger. So
yeah, I don't know. I thought that was kind of cringy, like all the time, but you know, I just went along with it. I probably Despacito for me is probably my favorite meme because
the Despacito sequels.
it's so
yeah.
funny because I complained about Despacito so much when it was out and it was fucking ridiculous. And then to see the fucking internet making fun of it too, it just made it so much better. Yeah, fucking. So I want to if we have enough time. Yeah, we do. I don't know. We don't really have a time limit. We can talk as much as we want to, but
Yeah.
fucking Infinity War. I want to talk about Infinity War and why it was awful. It's Okay.
No. I'm letting you go first.
Okay. Okay, so I want to give the full backstory of what I was doing before I watched Infinity War. I was at my dad's house and I heard you, Ethan, watch Infinity War. You thought it was great. Everyone on the internet thought it was great. I watched Angry Joe. Who else? Fucking Critical. Everyone reviewed it and said it was amazing. So I wanted to watch it. So I asked my dad, "Oh, are we going to see Infinity War this weekend?" And they said, "Oh, we never heard of that." I was surprised because everyone was talking about it. It was like the most popular movie at the time. And then they said, "How about we watch Age of Ultron or one of the Avengers movies before we watch Infinity War just to see how it goes?" And we watched Age of Ultron, and it was awful because it ran on for way too goddamn long. It ran on for like 30 minutes longer than it needed to because the second half of the movie was just fucking dialogue, and it was so fucking boring.
If I remember correctly, I did not really like Age of Ultron all
And
that much.
there were like a lot of references to the Infinity Gauntlet, surprisingly, that I didn't catch on the first time I watched that movie, but it was interesting. But then I went to the theaters to watch Infinity War, and you're just like, did you just like this because Ethan told you it was good? And I was just like, no, because it wasn't, because it wasn't just you, it was fucking everyone was talking about it. And then I did. We watched it. My whole family hated it. It was fucking awful. It was literally the same as Age of Ultron. It carried on 30 minutes longer than it needed to. It was fucking boring. I was so tired by the end of the movie because it was just dialogue, fight scene, dialogue, fight scene, dialogue, fight scene, dialogue, fight scene, and then the movie was over. So yeah, that's my opinion. What about you, Ethan? Because I know Ethan loves it. So
I just liked it.
The only good thing I can say about it is that Thanos was the dankest fucking villain in any movie ever. He was so cool.
I honestly just liked the movie.
That's the first time while watching a movie I think I've ever rooted for the villain to win. The whole movie I was just rooting for Thanos because he was so cool, and I just hated all the extra characters because they were just obnoxious and boring.
Now you want to know what a really good Marvel movie is? Deadpool motherfucking
Well, yeah,
2.
obviously Deadpool. It doesn't seem like a Marvel movie. It just seems like a comedy.
Yeah.
It's just fucking I don't go to Deadpool to see any of the action scenes or the storyline or anything. I go there to laugh my ass off.
Yeah, I watched it very recently. It was fucking great.
What do you like better, Deadpool 1 or 2?
Well, I don't have many memories with Deadpool 1. I don't remember it all that clearly because I watched it so long ago.
I like Deadpool 2 better because they said they wanted to improve on it, and I think they did. I think because they were so held back from the first one because barely anyone knew what Deadpool was who didn't like play video games or saw that Deadpool video game and all that shit. But so they had to they were held back a lot by by having to explain the story in the first movie. But then the second movie was just everyone knew who Deadpool was, so it was just the best part of Deadpool 1 extended basically. So Yeah. I like
And
that
to make
too
it even
better.
better, Thanos was in it.
Was he? Oh yeah, Josh Brolin.
Yeah, Josh Brolin. He played Thanos.
Yeah, he played Cable, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking. Yeah, I don't know. I just Josh Brolin plays way too many fucking superhero villains. I think they need to find like a villain that doesn't have like a super stereotypical deep voice. He just wants to kill everyone.
Yeah. Who was that one guy who like just a very ordinary guy, but like he was the best.
I forget. It
Like,
was like a really it was like a really general name that all the 2-year-olds laugh
Yeah,
at.
but yeah, he was the
Like
best.
Bob or Dave or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'll look that up.
Yeah, he was the best.
Deadpool. What was it? What did they call it? The X-Force? Ethan, you gotta talk about some shit while I look this up.
I don't know what to talk about.
I mean, should have picked it. I'm trying to fucking figure it out. We just lost like 10 viewers.
Oh no. I just don't. I don't know what to fucking talk about. But
Yeah. I can't find it. Whatever.
okay, yeah, but he was the best. Fucking rip my dude.
Rip my
Status
dude.
Death 2018.
It was yeah, that movie was fucking great. Fucking. Do your parents let you drink energy drinks? Yeah.
Nope. I have never been allowed to go anywhere near like 10 feet
Why?
of energy drinks.
I'm drinking one
That's
right
an
now.
exaggeration. That's an exaggeration, but I've never been allowed to drink energy drinks.
It's so I don't know. It's not completely because of the energy. It's because of the fucking taste. It tastes so good. Energy drinks. I don't know why they have this like they all have this like punch that's really good.
I'm just not allowed to have them.
You had one during the sleepover, right, or whatever sleepover we had.
Yeah, I had a Rockstar whenever we were over at your
It was
house.
fucking. How was it?
It was godly.
It's just-
I yearn for that taste every day.
I don't know. Okay, I want to go to like why was Odyssey so overhyped after it came out? Like it was pretty hyped before it came out, but like after. Okay, I want to know. Was it supposed to be a sequel to Super Mario Galaxy?
No.
So it's called Odyssey though, which is also related to space.
It was supposed to be. Basically, it was just another sandbox Mario game. It was supposed to go back to like Mario 64 and like Sunshine, but just expand on that open world sort of feeling that you get when you played those games.
Fucking.
It was going to try to expand upon that, and it did a damn well good job at doing it.
I think what they needed was shorter levels and only one objective. Like when you go into a level, you have to collect so many fucking moons, and it just doesn't feel good. And plus, all the Mario games now don't emphasize the story. That's why I love Super Mario Galaxy 1. Was because the story was so emotional and you really like felt for these characters, and like and then Super Mario Galaxy 2 came out and it just had like a Mario Party vibe, and like from there all 3D Mario games have just been the same like Mario Party theme. Like they haven't really been emphasized on the story. That's one of the reasons I didn't like Odyssey, is because they didn't emphasize on the story. You didn't get attached to any of the characters, and then there was no entertainment, because for me anyway, because you had to. It wasn't like you go through multiple short levels, and then at the very end you collect one golden star, like in Super Mario Galaxy. You went to like one of like 5 giant kingdoms, and you were collecting like 100 moons. Or like if you wanted 100% it anyway, but like you have to collect like multiple moons.
here's what I have to say to you. First of all, why do you care so much about the story? It's meant for the fun, and first of all, you have said in the
Yeah,
past
but the story is
that
fun
you
for me.
you don't like story games. You hate them. You hate games about story.
Well, I didn't say that. I just hate RPGs.
Huh.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
well, I misinterpreted it.
fucking this like the Star Festival, and then Bowser comes in and crashes, and then like murders a ton of. It's a lot darker than I remember it being, but he just murders a ton of fucking toads, freezes them to death, and then takes the whole castle. But then
Now here's
it was so emotional.
Here's,
And one of the main reasons why it was so emotional, sorry for cutting you off, was that the music was orchestrated, and that made it so much more emotional, because the orchestrated music just made the music so much more, just put so much more emotion into it. I don't know.
I see where you're coming from. I mean, dude, I fucking loved Galaxy. You know this. Galaxy is my favorite Mario game.
Yeah, Galaxy is probably my favorite game in general. I don't know, like favorite games for me, like there's a difference between like your favorite nostalgic game and your favorite actual game. Because
it's
yeah,
like I think my favorite nostalgia game is probably Galaxy, but I don't know what my favorite actual game is. Like,
yeah, it would definitely be an Xbox game. I don't know.
Like I am real. I really like Okami. I think that may be it. I don't know.
Yeah, but the orchestrated music in Galaxy was like half of why the game was so good is because the music was so fucking amazing. I don't know if it was orchestrated in Galaxy 2, but
okay. Yeah, no, but back to what you were saying about Odyssey, about how the whole giant level thing.
Yeah.
That was the point. You were supposed to be able to just hop in this giant world, grab a moon or two, and go back out. It's supposed to emphasize how the Switch is a mobile console, where you can just hop in and hop out. You're supposed to, meant for periodical play sessions.
I don't know. Periodical play sessions. It would just be so much more fun. I don't know.
I feel like that's how it was emphasizing. I think it was supposed to be like, okay, this is the Nintendo Switch. You can take it on the go, and you can hop in, grab a moon or two, and hop back out and go back and do whatever you're supposed to be doing.
I don't know.
I felt like Odyssey was an amazing game. It did a great job at being Nintendo Switch's first 3D Mario, and hopefully not the last one. I hope they get another one.
I don't know. I don't think we're ever going to agree on that, but
I feel like the Switch is going to have a very long lifetime. Unlike the Wii U, I feel like it's going to have a nice, girthy lifeline, and it's going to probably get multiple 3D Mario games.
The only problem I've ever had with Nintendo is the games. Like, the console, like I got so hyped in the beginning because, like, a console that you can play at home and on the go, that'd be amazing. All I was, like, if you go on any Nintendo Switch, like, if you look up Nintendo Switch and whatever game you want that's not on the Switch, you will just see people begging for that game to be on the Switch, because Nintendo just does not want to put any games on the Switch. Like, they don't want to port games from it. I don't know why. Like, even if you just ported Super Mario Galaxy, like, don't even change the graphics or anything, I would be happy. Like, they don't want to do anything. They just want to just put 2 games on it, and then the rest are just third-party games that no one has heard of before.
Yeah. That's the way I say that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Fucking...
Yo, let's talk about Luigi's Mansion 3, though. Like, can we talk about
I have no idea. I have nothing to say about that, but, if you want to talk about it, go ahead. Take it away.
Fucking hype. Hypers. That's all I gotta say.
Dude, Luigi, what was the game it ended with Moon? I forget.
Dark Moon.
Dark Moon. I saw that game, and it looks like so much fun. I don't know.
It is. It's really good. It's a really good game, but people were like, it's so bad because it's separated into missions, and I can't explore around one giant mansion. But it's meant to be like that because it's on the 3DS, and you're supposed to go in and just play for a little bit, kind of like a Switch Odyssey thing that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah. Anyways,
Periodical sessions.
yeah, I don't know. I'm
One level at a time.
if we go for this any longer, then we're gonna run out of ideas for any other podcast that we're gonna do. So we might just want to wrap it up here, and especially because someone just got home. So. Oh, that's my boy Jacob. Okay, so we can continue if we want to.
We could.
I don't think so. Alright, well, we can continue then, so.
Yeah, we can.
Alright, do you want to? We don't have to if you don't want to.
I don't care.
Alright, well, there's a lot in the world to talk about. that is not coming to my mind right now. Fucking... I don't know what else to say about Nintendo. They haven't I've already made my point, and my point still stands that they just don't make games. That's the main problem with Nintendo right now, is that they just don't want to make games. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna buy the next Pokemon game, especially.
What? You're talking about Let's Go,
Yeah.
Pikachu and Eevee, or you're talking about Gen 8 coming out next year?
Let's Go. Because I don't know, Gen 8. That's gonna be awful. Because if you have anything to go off of for Sun and Moon or Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, it's not gonna be good.
It's gonna be great. I think they're going to go back to the basic things
if
like
they
gyms.
do, then it'll be good. But Nintendo doesn't know.
I feel like Trials was just a thing for Sun and Moon because it's supposed to be like, this is an exotic island. Like, oh, it's so different. It's so far away from the other Pokemon regions. It's supposed to be a vacation. I don't know, but that's what I picked up from it.
Yeah. Dude.
So I think with Gen 8, they're gonna go back to the basics, and it's not gonna be fucking like Let's Go or anything like where it's gonna incorporate like Pokemon Go mechanics where you have to. There's no like wild encounters or anything. It's just gonna be pure, unadulterated Pokemon goodness. I don't know what unadulterated means. I'm just using that word to sound smart.
I don't know if I'm a noob or I'm just overthinking it, but I can never beat Pokemon. It's so fucking hard for me. I don't know why.
I think it's a little bit of both. I think you're both a noob and you're overthinking it.
I could not beat the Elite Four in Sun and Moon. I could not.
I had to do it for you.
And why are Legendaries and Ultra Beasts so bad? Have you noticed that?
Because they just are.
Like,
dude. I don't.
You expect them to be like the cream of the crop, and then whenever you get into a battle and you use a Legendary, they're awful. They don't do shit.
Exactly.
It doesn't. I don't get it.
They're just there because they look cool.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
Doing podcasts is so much fun. I don't know. I doubt you're having fun, but I'm having fun with this.
I'm enjoying this talk.
Next time I'll like just keep writing down ideas, just writing down a shit ton of ideas for next time. But yeah, fucking yeah. Like as far as Pokemon goes, I don't know if I'm gonna buy the next console. I'm not the next console, but next game. Do you think?
Well, we'll just see whenever 2019 and a new game comes out.
Are they gonna make? Do you think they're gonna make a separate like mobile console, like 3D, like another DS or something, or are they just gonna stick with the Switch?
I don't think so. I think they're just gonna focus on the Switch whenever they like sizzle out the next few 3DS games. I don't know. But I don't know with them because I mean they keep introducing new 3DS games. And I don't know why.
Yeah. I'm definitely that.
I mean they're not like. They're like not like anything like big and new. They're just ports of older games, like Kirby's Epic Yarn, Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, Luigi's Mansion, the original one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just ports and ports.
Fucking, I'm definitely gonna sell my 3DS because whenever the only reason I'm probably gonna keep my Switch is because on vacations it fucking makes the vacation. Like the fact that you can take it on the go just makes it so much better because fucking. When I went on my cruise, I literally if I was not like out doing shit on the cruise ship or on an excursion, I was fucking playing Zelda, and it was so much fun. Fucking yeah, like every so often a really good game to replay is Zelda. Like Breath of the Wild is so much fun. I've never played another Zelda game. I was surprised on how fucking good it was because I never played another Zelda. I've never played any other Zelda game, and then I went to Breath of the Wild, and I wasn't expecting anything. Like I was just expecting, just whatever. I don't even know why I bought it. I'm usually a stickler on trying new shit, but Breath of the Wild just fucking blew me away. That game was amazing. One of my favorite games of all time, but definitely.
Now, I don't know if it's just I had a bad experience the first time around because I was just taking very long to beat it, and I just was trying to rush myself to beat it before Odyssey came out, and
Yeah, that's true.
but I don't know, but I did not like Breath of the Wild all that much.
Really? I'm
mean-
guessing you didn't finish the replay. I didn't appreciate Breath of the Wild until I replayed it though. Like when I played it the first time, I was just like, this game is good, but it's nothing special. And then I replayed it,
it's
and the
not Game of the
game
Year
is
worthy.
so much fun. It's so much fun.
I honestly don't. I mean, I can see kind of how it got Game of the Year, but personally for me,
If you
it was not
replay
Game
it,
of the
you
Year
will
worthy.
understand. If you replay it, you will understand why I got Game of the Year 100%. Like I didn't think it was good after I played it the first time, and then I replayed it, and it's fucking 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I don't know. I prefer the mainstream Zelda games
that's
more. I mean,
That's probably one of the closest games that I can say is perfect. Like one of the closest to perfect games that I've ever played.
I think the biggest thing I did not like about Breath of the Wild was the weapon system.
Oh,
Weapon,
yeah, the
bows,
weapon system's
shields.
annoying. But once you got the Master Sword, it wasn't a problem though.
Yeah, but like that could still run out of energy too.
I don't know. It doesn't take that long to recharge though. Once you fucking, I never really had a problem with it because I got so many weapons that I just never ran out.
Yeah, I guess, but I mean, I don't know. I didn't like
It is
that.
annoying having to pause in the middle of battle and switch to another weapon. I'll give you that much.
Yeah, like I think that was one of the biggest reasons why you're gonna not understand anything I'm about to say, but I think that was one of the reasons why people did not like Skyward Sword for the Wii. Because in Skyward Sword, the shields had a durability thing, and that's one of the reasons why people didn't like it, I think. But other than that, it was the limited stamina, and the motion controls. People really do not like motion controls.
Yeah.
They really don't.
Nintendo in general really doesn't have much replay value in their games. Like the only way it's very entertaining is if you come back to it like a year later or like a half a year from later. That's like the only time when it has any replay value. Because like I can't play Zelda or Odyssey once and then play it completely over again a second time right after.
I am gonna agree with you on like Zelda and like the bigger stuff, but
Like what?
it's like some of the smaller games, like the Mario Bros.
Well,
games.
the online
like Mario
games
Bros.
obviously have replay value, but I'm saying like the story games, like Mario.
Now, personally, now, here's where I'm gonna go. Pokemon. Pokemon has insane replay value though.
Yeah, because
Insane.
because you can rebuild
You
your
can-
team and shit. Yeah.
You can have a whole different team. You can.
Yeah, because there's
you
so
can do a
much.
Wonder Lock,
There's
you
so
can-
much different you can do, but like with Mario and Zelda,
Like-
there's not much different you can't play very different.
Like you can do a Nuzlocke, you can do a Wonder Lock, you can do some
Yeah,
sort of
yeah,
lock.
I'll
you
agree
can,
with
you
you
can
there.
do so much. You can do so much with Pokemon, and I really like that about it.
So far, I don't know what I don't know. Maybe it's just because I don't like trying new maps and I don't like playing new maps and going for new Pokemon. But Omega
Oh, hold on,
Ruby.
before you-
Yeah, what's up?
I think personally, I don't know if you ever heard of a randomizer Nuzlocke.
I have, yeah.
Yeah, I think they should make that like a staple mode in the series. Like they should like allow you to choose to randomize your game. That would be
Yeah.
absolutely insane. And with them getting rid of HMs, it makes all the more sense now because you can just fucking randomize everything in the game. TMs, HMs, everything. And you can just have completely different experience each time you play through the game.
I'll Pokemon Platinum, I know I've shit on this game so fucking much. I've probably shat on it more than fucking any other game in existence. I
For no
I
reason. For no
hate
reason.
this game. Pokemon Platinum? And no, it's for good reason. The game is
You played
slow.
it for 2 seconds.
The game is slow as fuck. it was so boring because everything runs like 1 frame per second. It feels like.
I am going to agree with you there.
Now, if it got
Pokemon-
if it got remastered, it would probably go down as one of the best Pokemon games of all time for me.
Pokemon Platinum, very slow.
It's a great
very,
game,
very slow.
but it's just slow. That's the only bad thing I could say about it. It just ruined it.
But luckily for me, I'm a kind of patient person, so the slowness doesn't bother me all that much, which is why it's my
I have a really
personal
short
favorite
attention
Pokemon game.
span, especially when it comes to video games. Because that's what you're expecting when you go into a video game is fucking like it keeps you entertained all the time. But Pokemon
Yeah,
Platinum
it's
didn't
my-
do that for me.
It's my personal favorite Pokemon game, and I'm a little bit salty that they chose to remake Kanto again and not Sinnoh, but
Yeah.
with the way Let's Go Pokemon and like Let's Go games are looking, I mean they look good, but they're not like regular Pokemon games. They're like spin-offs
Yeah.
in a way.
I don't know
Your
how we're gonna
combination
end
of
this
Go.
podcast. I'm having so much fun. I don't know. I just don't want to stop talking. Ugh. Fucking yeah.
The way it's going, I'm gonna get it probably. But
If Pokemon Platinum gets if Pokemon Platinum or whatever, what are the actual games called?
they're called Diamond and Pearl.
Diamond and Pearl. If that gets remastered, I will play the fuck out of that, honestly. Because the old maps are so easy to understand. The new maps are just fucking impossible to understand.
Yeah, I mean, if they remaster it, they had what has it been 10 years?
Yeah.
They had 10 years to listen to the community about how slow they made the game. And like, okay, we'll fix that.
Pokemon used to be so straightforward. Like I could beat all the old Pokemon games, and the new ones are just so. Like there's way too many Pokemon and all that fucking shit. It just makes it so complicated.
I don't know if the amount of Pokemon makes it complicated. It just gives you more variety to have to your team.
Yeah, I don't know, but if you choose the wrong, if you like go through it without looking out like what Pokemon are great and what Pokemon aren't that good, well, do you look that up or do you just choose random
Nope.
Pokemon?
I mean, I know my type chart and everything, so I know like what types complement each other and stuff. So I pick off of that, but I pick Pokemon that I like too.
I bet you if I copied your exact team, I still wouldn't be able to do well.
Probably not.
Why?
Because you're bad at the
I am
game. I
bad
don't know.
at the game.
Here. If you want, dude, you can have my team. I'll send you my Pokemon Moon team.
I don't know.
You can use
I don't
that.
even know if I'm gonna buy another Pokemon game, but if I do,
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can just play the Pokemon Moon with my previous team.
I'll probably end up buying.
See if you can beat it.
I'll probably end up buying it just because of the fact that whenever you and William start playing it, I'm gonna be so jealous.
I mean, and you like Kanto too, don't you? You like the Kanto.
Yeah, I've only played it once on like this shitty ROM for iPad called
The Fire
Providence,
Red game.
I think.
The Providence or
GBA,
GBA for
yeah.
iOS. One of the two.
Those were good times until they removed it, but.
Yeah. Fuck this one.
And then, that was so much fun. Like I played a shit ton of Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, and I played a shit ton of Pokemon. It was amazing. And you could also download mods for it. But yeah, I played through the whole first Pokemon game, and it was baller. It was great.
Yeah. And I really liked how you can install like mods onto it.
Yeah, that's why I said
So-
that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I really think you could do that. And so I did randomize my game. I made a. Oh fuck.
What?
Some random person's calling me. Some random number I don't recognize.
Yeah, I get that all the time.
Okay, I just let it go on. Okay, yeah, I randomized it and I put challenges to myself and it was fun. It was a lot of fun to play through the game like
Yeah.
that.
Fucking yeah. I don't. As far as Pokemon goes, they don't know how to innovate with their new games. But when they remaster games, they're really good at it. So yeah, who knows? The Switch is such a good console, but it just doesn't have any games. It disappoints me how fucking much potential it has that it wastes. It has so much potential to be a great console, and they just don't make games.
Yeah, but I trust Nintendo. I feel like they can change. They can.
I don't know. Definitely. I don't know why I bought it day of release. Nintendo Switch.
That was a mistake.
It was. Well, was it a mistake for you?
No, because I didn't get it on day release, Silas.
Oh, okay.
I got it like a year later.
You got it what?
I got it like I got it in like June of that year.
Oh, okay.
The year it came out.
When did it come out?
It came out in March, so I was able to get Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart. And
Oh yeah, I remember you being so fucking jelly of me, even though I fucking
yeah,
hated
I
the
was so
console.
fucking jealous to get a Switch because it was a fucking I wanted it so bad.
You're lagging now.
And I had to order it off of eBay. I got it though.
God bless anyone who
got
uses eBay. eBay is awful. 90% of the time you just get shit. Your fucking package is like 10 years late. I remember, I will never forget this moment where I was so fucking pissed at FedEx. Because I was waiting for Skylanders, the new Skylanders game. I forget which one it was. And I was so hyped for that shit. Probably the most hype I've ever had for a game in general.
Was it Trap Force?
Yeah, I think it was, yeah. Trap Force was
Or Trap
dang.
Team.
I love that game.
No, it was Trap Team.
Yeah, Trap. SWAT Force is what you were thinking.
Yeah, I confused the two.
Yeah, fucking Trap Force was amazing. You got to trap the villains and play as them. That's the best concept that Activision ever.
I remember Skylanders. I remember Skylanders.
Skylanders was so cool. I loved it. Even like it was
good concept.
Whoever invented that business concept is a genius.
It was a good concept, but they drove it into the ground.
Well, no, they just want to. Well, they just made too many games, and then they just lost. They just ran out of ideas.
There hasn't been a new game this year yet, I don't think.
Yeah, it's just been Steakhead.
Yeah, sure, we should stick it. Should I mention?
I hate these commercials.
It just hasn't been a new one. Hasn't been a new one. It was Imagineers. That was the last one. I think that was last year.
Yeah.
It took a break.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we should probably end this podcast because because we won't have any fucking ideas if we do another one if we keep talking.
Okay, Phil. We're gonna wrap it up here.
What a great way to end it.
We will see you all on the next episode of the Digging Up Podcast. That'll come out whenever we damn well feel like it.
All right. We will see you later.